Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Championship game. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run. This is Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that,
And oh, right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Stafford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On second down, here's Henry. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Atkins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 8 yards to go on second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Henry again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And from the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the 50, Stafford. Being chased. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never a...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a dump off here, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Atwell. Complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Stafford looks to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, it's caught by OBJ. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Atkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. Ernest Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 50, it's Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Stafford on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the second time ever as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. 2nd and 14. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Stafford on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, oh no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.